everybody, doing one of these again, hope you don't mind. Due to a combination of holiday sales and a very delayed shipment from TF Direct, not their fault, but due to all that, I've actually got a couple of big boxes full of stuff to open, so I figured, what the heck, gonna give it another shot, and I'm gonna try to pace it a little bit better this time, not waste so much time with the ins and outs of opening and unboxing and all that. So with that said, let's start with the beast that came from TF Direct. This thing has been in the mail for about a month, so they caution taped the crap out of it. Let's see what's in here. It's like full of grass. What even is this? I think they seriously wrapped this thing in canvas or like a tarp or something. This is seriously a tarp. They wrapped it in a tarp. TF Direct, I love you. I use you fairly often. But I have cats. I don't need that stuff, the tarp bits going all over my floor and them possibly eating them. It's just a little weird that you wrapped them in a tarp. Anyway, let's give these two smaller boxes that were inside the tarp an open, and might be kind of obvious what they are at this point. More tarp. That is pretty. That's some nice artwork. That's probably lifted from somewhere. Can you guess what's in the other box? And lo, we have the legs. All right, let's crack these open because I want to give these guys a little bit of a look before I move on. Oh my. These a little bit larger than I was thinking. Well, what have I gotten myself into? My goodness. We're just gonna lay him down. You might be wondering why I'm getting the oversized knockoff Gravity Builder Constructicons, especially after all my talk about how, oh, I've got Devastator, that's for me, and with the upgrade kits and the repro labels, Unite Warriors Devastator is the one I want, blah, 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 blah. It's because that's the Devastator that I want. These are the Constructicons that I want. I really like the aesthetic that they went for with these guys, especially Bone Crusher. I actually would have been okay with just him as a standalone figure, because I really like his look. I just thought that these versions of the Constructicons looked really, really awesome, and I wanted to go with these. So yeah, these are going to be my Constructicons, and Unite Warriors Devastator is going to be my Devastator. It's pretty much as simple as that. But I will be giving these guys a proper look at some point in the future. Now I gotta find a place to put all this while I get to the other box. Alright, next box. This was a combination of holiday sales and also the joys of stash accrual. You know what, I'm just gonna put this on the floor in front of me because I think it'll be a little bit easier to get through. Actually no, I think I can leave it up here. This is much better than canvas. Canvas, a tarp. Well, first off, we've got Open and Play Big Spring. He really appealed to me. Even with his problems, I figure I could probably go in there and fix some of them, and yeah. Take a look at that in a minute. Okay, we're putting you on the floor now. Next up is something I really, really hope is good. It's Gigapower Gravitor, whatever. The reason I say I hope this is good is because also over the holiday sales, I managed to pick up this colossal disappointment. I'm not too pleased with him. And that really bums me out because I had been looking forward to getting my hands on Gutter and Gravitor and Grasser for a while. It was one of those unattainable things, and then they went on like a ridiculous sale for the holidays, and so I was like, yes, I will get Gutter for that price, and also Gravitor. And Gutter's he's a bit of a mess. He's just he's a mess. And supposedly, I think Grassor has replacement hips for him, but of course that's the one I didn't get. So yeah, I'm just a little bit bummed about Gutter, and I'm hoping that Graviter is better in many regards, especially because it's, you know, later release and all that. So essentially I wanted to hold off on passing judgment on the entire line until checking this guy out, because I figure if things get better, then maybe I can, you know, look forward to getting Grassor and replacing his entire waist assembly. Yeah, then maybe I'll actually like him. Anyway, that is not all. There's one last group of things in the box, and those would be all of the deluxes from War for Cybertron Siege so far. These were... I was tempted to ship these out right away, and I held off because I wanted to get that free shipping. I wanted to take advantage of the holiday sale, so I did that. And now I've got Sideswipe, this guy's name who escapes me suddenly, Cog Hound, and the one that I actually was looking forward to most, Skytread, or whatever his original G1 name is, that escapes me currently. Flywheels, was that it? I think it's Flywheels. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason I just really wanted to get my hands on this guy. Seems to be a pretty decent little guy. Or big guy, really. That face, though. That's sad, sad face. I'll have to do something about that. Gotta bust out the scissors because of the plastic ties on all these things. Not a bad little fellow at first glance. I'm looking forward to checking him out a little bit more. Oh, the lighting is terrible. Well, just have to bear with it, sorry. Looking forward to checking him out more. I feel like I'm probably going to want to go in here and add some more details myself at a future date. When did you sneak in there? Hound seems pretty cool. I imagine I'm going to have a lot of fun with him. Sideswipe seems pretty cool too, although he's got it's kind of hard to tell, but he's got a little bit of a flashing dingleberry. Gonna have to fix that. Never actually had things leap out of the box when I've been cutting them out before. Now, I know Cog is supposed to be accessories for everyone else, but I actually think he's got a really awesome head sculpt. I kind of like him as a standalone guy, though not from the back. Okay, big guy, your turn. I'm actually a little bit nervous, to be honest. This Gutter was such a disappointment. Okay, here we go. His hips immediately feel better than Gutter's, so that's something. Also, he feels heavier. He feels as heavy as I thought Gutter was gonna weigh. Bicep swivel's a little too tight, though. Alright, jury's still out because I just got him out of the box and haven't really transformed him or started messing with him that much at all, but he feels so much better than him. And that's disappointing. Because, I mean, yeah, I got this guy on sale, but considering how much he goes for regularly, this hip stuff is kind of unacceptable. And Gravitor actually, like, is solid enough that, like, yeah, his legs are heavy and they move a little bit, but, like, they don't wiggle around like this. It's a shame that this guy wasn't made to the same standards as this guy, but I guess he was their first one, so they were still getting it right. But I can't help but feel like I was misled a little bit, not consciously. I don't think the reviewers who looked at the early test versions of Gutter, I don't think they were intentionally misleading people or anything like that. I just think that it's a shame that the test sample versions that were sent out to the reviewers ended up being of a much better quality than the official release that we all kind of got stuck with. Also, the ratchet on this arm is barely there, so that's also disappointing. But really, it's his legs that disappoint me the most. What went wrong with you, Gutter? If Gravitor ends up impressing me enough, I mean, he's impressing me more already, but if he ends up impressing me enough, I'll probably go in for Grassor eventually and then get the replacement hips, so that's that. Anyway, I think that is going to do it. So thank you everybody for watching. I'm going to get to cleaning up this mess and figuring out where to put all of this stuff. So you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time.